thought the night was over, until the entire arena exploded in one unforgettable moment.
To get discouraged.
When the first Filipino Music Awards took place on October 21, 2025, the whole MOA Arena already felt charged even before the final announcement. Alab by SB19 was playing in the background, echoing around the venue while everyone waited. It wasn't chaos, it was anticipation. You could feel thousands of people settling into their seats, leaning forward a little, waiting for that last envelope to open. And standing right there on stage was Ellie Buendia, preparing to announce the very first artist of the year for the debut FMA. The atmosphere felt heavier, almost like the moment before a big storm hits. Then, the announcement happened. The second Ellie Buendia said SB19, the entire arena erupted. The cheers doubled instantly. 18 practically shook the building. And it wasn't that constant screaming type of crowd. It was the kind of reaction that explodes when people try not to assume anything the whole night. SB19 walked from backstage toward the center of the stage, and the lights followed them like a spotlight on a milestone they had worked years for. When Ken spoke first and said 18 softly, it felt different. It wasn't loud or hyped. It sounded intentional, like he wanted their fans to feel that moment personally.
We're just preparing for our show, for our performance, and hindi namin expect na until now, awards. Maraming salamat po FMA for this opportunity, for giving platform to the musicians, the artists. Sa lahat ng artists na nandito, deserve po natin lahat ng mga artists sa sarili natin mundo.
SB19 became the most awarded act of the night. 6 awards, including the biggest prize, Artist of the Year, was a grand award, determined by both the jury and hard data, and that combination said a lot. Their win reflected the kind of year they had, commercially strong, critically recognized, and consistently influential. Even with everything they achieved, they went up there with humility. They thanked 18 again and again, acknowledging how the fandom stayed present through every stage, streaming, voting, attending concerts, and showing up when it mattered most. It was emotional, but in a grounded, genuine way.
For never stopping to make music, to send message to the Filipinos, yung pinaka-importante. Maraming salamat.
Their performances also added so much to the night. Them brought the arena into full focus, and their collaboration with Ben&Ben for Kapangyarihan felt like a showcase of what Filipino music looked like at its peak, powerful and collaborative. Despite sweeping multiple categories, the group stayed modest. You could see the surprise in their reactions and that same emotion reflected in 18. Many of them admitted they didn't expect the top award because the competition was strong. Others believed every nominee deserved recognition, but SB19 had that extra spark, the kind that judges notice, even without fan votes. What made the night even more memorable were the reactions afterward. Some fans said, "Victories felt sweeter when you're not expecting anything." Others appreciated that SB19 were chosen not just because they were popular, but because they were trailblazers, artists who shaped a whole era of OPM. Some talked about how they stayed quiet most of the night, just observing and hoping, and then suddenly burst into celebration when the announcement dropped. Others simply felt grateful, saying it felt like a blessing that came at the perfect time. Even with strong contenders, the win felt right, like it truly belonged to a group that earned it through years of consistency and evolution.
We're just preparing for the for our performance, and hindi namin expect na until now we're awards. Maraming salamat po FMA for this opportunity, for giving platform to the musicians, the artists. Sa lahat ng artists na nandito, deserve po natin lahat na maging artists sa liit ng mundo sa Pilipinas.
When did you get high? All of a sudden I could look you up and down.
In the end, that night became one of SB19's most defining chapters, not just because they won 6 awards, but because of how the entire moment unfolded. The music, the shock, the celebration, the gratitude. It was a milestone that didn't just belong to SB19, but to everyone who walked the journey with them. Whether you were inside the MOA Arena or watching from a distance, it felt like witnessing a piece of OPM history being written right in front of you.